Good day. Did you know under the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedom, Section 15-1 clearly indicates that every individual before and under the law has the right to equal protection and equal benefits of the law without discrimination based on race, nationality, ethnic origin, color, etc. That's the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedom. The rule of law expresses the principle that all people are equal under the law. No one is above the law, whether it's a corporation or wealthy individual. The courts exist to ensure that everyone is accountable to the law. I would like to speak to you today about FedEx Canada and your chain of command as how the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedom and the rule of law, etc. does not apply to FedEx when I took legal action against them. Keep in mind the role of the judges is to protect the rights and freedom guaranteed under the Canadian Charter of Rights. If this is so, then why did the officers of the court erred purposely who handled my case, Nazirigani versus FedEx? See attachments GHIJK under my links, tab Judges are not supposed to exercise any bias, discriminate in acts, etc. Justice is supposed to be blind. The rule of law must be followed. Judges should not judge by power, money, race, color, nationality, etc. This is not how democracy is supposed to work. So if any lawyer, professor, political figures, etc. says to you that no one is above the rule of law, and everyone is treated equally in Canada, you can prove them wrong by telling them and showing them my experience with our Canadian judicial system at www.aboveruleoflaw, as how money, power, and acts of discrimination took place, where a lower court overturned the higher court's decision to save and protect FedEx Canada, Frederick W. Smith, and David J. Bronczek, as how they have benefited financially and is exempted from due diligence. I believe that there was discriminated acts against myself from the officers of the court which handled my court case. How else could you explain why the rule of law was deliberately not followed in order to protect Frederick W. Smith and David J. Bronczek and FedEx Canada, to spare FedEx from their day in court and from my legal issue, for them not to answer or be held accountable for the fraud in the Canadian taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars. See attachment D under links under my website. I believe when our past and current prime ministers, our ministers, our justice system says that Canada, Canadians, has values, integrity, and we will follow the rule of law, then why is the rule of law being subdued in order to protect these two superiors, Frederick W. Smith and David J. Bronczek, and their powerful corporation, FedEx Canada? Why this special treatment? So which of these two categories was I discriminated on? Was it my race, color, nationality? Nevertheless, you can see that this privileged billionaire, Frederick W. Smith, and David J. Bronczek, multimillionaire, was not discriminated under race, color, nationality, etc. As these two elites and their mighty corporation, FedEx Canada, elude the Canadian judicial system. Please read my story at www.aboveruleoflaw.com.